Churchill is teaching and don't allow students in their classes.
David Horowitz, I would suppose, consummated that with his 101 worst professors in the country.
Most dangerous. They're the worst.
Dangerous.
I wrote about him in the introduction where I described how the Churchill affair became a public affair, because it shows the mentality of other professors.
David Horowitz is trying to get state lawmakers to pass laws protecting conservative students. He also happens to be the author of Indoctrination, the left's war against academic freedom.
As an outsider to the university, all I can do is be a catalyst.
Every time somebody lists me as a danger professor, I get dozens of emails by patriots all around the country accusing me of every single thing. The temptation when something like that happens, and this is where freedom of speech comes in, is to just be quiet.
I don't like what's happened to our schools because political ideologues have gotten control of the curriculum. And
Horowitz doesn't exist in a vacuum. He speaks for a substantial portion of America.
The Riley Factor is on tonight. Lord Churchill says it again. After our report on Friday, Professor, all hell is breaking loose across the country. Lord Churchill, go!
On my count, he ran 40 segments.
the tenured Tonto.
Focusing on me, often the lead segment. 41 consecutive nights of this program.
Can he be tried for either treason or sedition?
If the Academy cannot sustain public confidence, then regrettably it will find legislators who are interested in intervening.
If he wants to stand on the west steps of the Capitol, say what he wants to say, let him do that, but not as a professor of the University of Colorado.
So what the university did under enormous political pressure was to convene a special investigation.
A thorough examination of Professor Churchill's writings, speeches, tape recordings, and other works.
Because if they could find that he was guilty of research misconduct, then they could get rid of him, not because of what he said, but because of the fact that he was professionally disqualified.
What was said was going through every line he's ever published and every word he's ever publicly spoken, insofar as it was recorded and we can get our hands on it. Every word. Good morning.
Good morning.
Look, I wanted 8.5.
We are at an historical crossroads with this kind of decision. Because you will do irreparable damage to free speech and academic freedom if you fire Lord Churchill based on these trumped-up charges.
Today, I issue to Professor Churchill a notice of intent to dismiss him from his faculty position at the University of Colorado Boulder.
Yes, they fired Churchill because of his academic misconduct. They discovered skeletons in his closet. I think the real reason was because of the speeches he made concerning 9/11. Very often in free speech, what happens is they use one reason to justify convicting or arresting somebody or prosecuting somebody, while really the truth is it's his free speech that's being punished.
I don't feel happy about that case at all, or even about my own position in the case. But when I read the report, I found it extremely difficult to imagine saying that he lived up to academic standards, the academic standards that one needs to live up to if one is going to have the autonomy that academic freedom depends on.
Well, if it comes at a price, it's not free. If there's consequences, it's not free.
People come to America because they're fleeing oppressive regimes. what draws them here is they think they're in a free society, a society where they can say anything. But when they get here, what they learn is, if you want to have that right, you have to fight for it every day.
And my family came from Yemen. I came to the United States at age 3 to upstate Buffalo. When I arrived, it was in the winter. The next morning I woke up before my parents, looked out of the window, and there was white everywhere. And I started to scream all over the house, wake up, there's sugar everywhere. And my dad woke up and he was just laughing, and he's like, it's not sugar, honey. And I'm like, no, it's sugar, this is America. This is where you get everything you want, the place that you can have all your dreams.